taking flight. Card Spring Training, sponsored by Woods Basement Systems.
So Mo kind of talked about it today, just terminology for this current path of the St. Louis Cardinals. Transition, reset, whatever you want to use. How do you describe what's going on with the organization?
Yeah, I think transition describes it well because there's different things that are taking place at the big league and minor league level that are transitioning into a state of just building something that can be lasting, right? So when you think about the investments that are being made in staff and technology and just overall the process and infrastructure of the minor leagues, there's been a lot of different things added, a lot of change. So that's been a transition for that department. And then how that impacts the big leagues is you'll see certain decisions made where there's a conversation to be had about, is this short term or impact in the long game? And I think it's described by Mo and his group in a way where we want to make sure that these decisions that we make on a day-to-day basis aren't impacting the long term negatively.
You use the word runway a lot when talking about young guys. How do you see that? Is that more of a, we're going to let guys work through this and figure this out instead of maybe another time they'd be on the bench or they'd be down in the minors? Walk me through that philosophy.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, right? I think you're constantly looking for the best option today. And there's a bigger conversation to be had where if it's impacting the long game, maybe there is a little bit more of a runway to allow that player to figure it out in real time at the big league level, even though they're struggling. So yeah, there's some give and take there, and I'm looking forward to that balance.
We talked a lot, of course, today about the news of the day, Nolan's arrival in camp. I'll ask you this. From a motivation perspective, we've seen this guy be one of the fieriest guys around. Adam Wainwright used to talk about finding motivation from anywhere he can. Describe a motivated Arenado heading into this particular situation.
Yeah, he's convicted about having a good year, man. Seeing him walk in today and just being able to greet him and welcome him to camp and sit down in the office and talk to him for a little while and understand kind of where he's at. He's motivated, he's committed. There's a certain determination to how he's even verbalizing some of this that is awesome to hear, man. So I think we're going to see a really, really good version of him. And I'm personally excited to see him walk through the doors.
As the manager of this ball club, you hear veterans Sonny Gray and Wilson Contreras say they want to be a part of what this organization is doing. Specifically from your perspective, what did that mean to you?
Yeah, it meant a ton. I mean, one, that they want to be here, but also go along for the ride with these young guys and continue to show them what it looks like to be a professional and to do it well and to prepare in a certain way that leads to greatness. So both those guys, the conversations with them have been great. Definitely exciting for when you're a manager, staff member, and then a fan that these guys are committed to being here.
I heard your interview on the radio about interacting with fans. You said you love the argument. Why do you love that?
No, I love
the argument.
Yeah, I love the conversation.
The discussion.
Yeah, because I mean, part of fandom is like you're fanatic about your club, right? So you there's times where you're excited about it, and there's times you're highly frustrated, and I like having that conversation and understanding the rationale behind, all right, well, what have you done, in this situation, what do you think would have happened differently, or what would you have done differently? I don't mind that at all, man. I mean, I think that's part of it. The reality, they're the ones filling up that stadium. So I love that interaction, and my interaction with our fan base live in person has been awesome. Like I can't, I mean, whether it's me and my wife, my kids, they've been incredible to us, either walking the streets in St. Louis, whatever the case may be, at a restaurant. So I have no complaints there. But as far as having that conversation whenever a fan wants to talk a little ball, I welcome it.